Today, President Donald Trump told Walmart to, quote, eat the cost of rising tariffs so they can keep prices low for consumers. Walmart announced Thursday they would begin passing on rising costs to shoppers at the end of this month, but they didn't specify by how much.
Walmart CFO John David Rainey told me that they just can't absorb all the price increase. They plan to absorb some of it, and they said they expect their suppliers to absorb some of those higher tariff costs. But he said even with that lower rate of 30% on Chinese imports, it's simply still too high.
Walmart warns tariffs will drive up costs, but avoid panic purchasing. Do this instead. Walmart and Target may lose access to beloved products in tariff battles. Picture walking into your neighborhood. Walmart as usual, grabbing your familiar 500-gram tray of beef, only to witness the price rocket from $9 to nearly $14 overnight. A bundle of lettuce surges by 30%, and even your morning cereal box climbs by almost $2. Before you can even process it, Walmart's legendary everyday low price banner has quietly disappeared. The flagship affordable price campaign is officially abandoned to avoid sinking deeper into a $25 billion net deficit in Q2 2025. But consumer wallets are only the initial cracks. Walmart has now declared it will temporarily close 10 key distribution hubs by the end of June and prepare to dismiss over 50,000 employees. A devastating shock that threatens the very just-in-time system sustaining American retail. Who's to blame? None other than the barrage of price storm tariffs from the current President Donald Trump. Every new announcement turns each incoming container into a ticking cost explosive. If the White House doesn't defuse this time bomb soon, the biggest retail collapse in history could strike just before the holiday shopping season. In this video, PowerLeak will deliver the deepest dive into today's retail price shock. And you'd better stay alert because any moment the cash in your wallet could go up in flames without warning. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss any of our latest political economy updates. On April 2nd, 2025, the White House transformed the Rose Garden into a trade battlefield when President Trump signed Executive Order 14,257, dubbed by the media as the Liberation Day Tariffs Package. As of midnight on April 5th, every shipment entering the U.S. faced a base tariff of 10% except for Canada and Mexico. 4 days later, a series of retaliation raids, slamming some 60 official partners, was activated. The heaviest blow fell on China, 145% on most goods, prompting a cascade of order cancellations at the Hunar Toy Factory, one of Walmart's key suppliers, just hours after the rule took effect. The tariff wave was not only massive, but erratic. On May 28th, the U.S. Court of International Trade ruled that the president had exceeded his authority, temporarily blocking most of the new duties. That emergency break threw businesses and investors into deeper confusion. Amid this turmoil, supply chain giants, especially Walmart, were left scrambling. The supply chain meltdown is more than a line item in corporate reports. It's hitting everyday Americans in the wallet. Since Trump's 145% China tariff took effect, Asia to U.S. sea freight rates have jumped from $3,500 to $6,500 per 40-foot container in the first 3 weeks of May, a near 85% surge. The fatal blow struck the heart of just-in-time. Walmart, America's largest container importer, has admitted to hours when store shelves stand bare because trucks wait for containers to clear ports. Costs haven't stopped at sea. On land, a warehouse leasing frenzy as companies stockpile before the next tariff wave has quadrupled bonded warehouse rents. With 10 distribution centers paused to cut losses, Walmart now burns millions daily on rent, utilities, and labor just to hold idle containers. The fallout hits supermarket bills next. Nationwide economists estimate the new tariffs will drain an extra $1,000 per year from each American household's budget. Imagine prime beef that cost $12 per pound now fetching $14. A patio set from Guangdong tacked on $60. A $350 child car seat accruing a straight $100 tariff. As CFO John David Rainey recounted to CNBC, Walmart's everyday low-price slogan is trembling. From containers stuck offshore to empty aisles in your neighborhood, this tariff shock has shattered the just-in-time lifeline U.S. retail has relied on for 3 decades. On the afternoon of May 28th, a leaked 12-page confidential memo titled Project Triage from Walmart's Bentonville headquarters sent shockwaves through Wall Street. Walmart will hibernate 10 key distribution centers over the next 6 weeks, spanning from California to Florida. According to supply chain consultancy MWPVL, a typical Walmart regional center employs over 1,000 full-time staff, plus another 1,500 seasonal workers at peak. Multiplying that across 10 locations, some 50,000 jobs will be suspended without pay starting June 30th. The announcement immediately triggered a nationwide 72-hour Don't Shop at Walmart boycott campaign. More critically, the temporary closures strike at the heart of Walmart's everyday low-price strategy. With half of its bulk storage capacity locked down, Walmart must extend its restocking cycle from 48 hours to 5 to 7 days. Meanwhile, on TikTok, the hashtag empty aisles exploded to 12 million views within 24 hours. The fallout extends beyond Walmart. In Brooksville, Florida, Everbright Sewing, once supplying 20,000 uniforms to Walmart each month, has posted a closed due to order cancellation sign. According to Reuters, as early as March, Walmart demanded Chinese suppliers cut prices by up to 10% for each round of tariffs, thrusting hundreds of razor-thin margin businesses into a slash-and-survive dilemma. If the recent tariff shock has caused Walmart to bleed $25 billion, then its counterattack plan, dubbed Project Reset, ambitiously aims to reverse the entire supply chain within 24 months. Before President Trump's 145% tariffs hit, nearly 60% of Walmart's non-essential consumer goods came from China. By the end of Q1 2025, that figure had dropped to about 48% as the company rushed to resign contracts with factories in Vietnam, India, and Cambodia. Unable to put all its eggs in the Asia basket, Walmart made its second move, pouring $5 billion into its Maiden Heartland initiative to build 3 home goods and electronics plants in Arkansas, Ohio, and South Carolina. The third move leans into science fiction technology. Walmart inked a $520 million extension with robotics firm Symbotic to deploy a self-learning AI system across 400 order fulfillment centers. Less than 6 weeks after Liberation Day went into effect, the U.S. stock market has plunged in a literal sell-off. From the close on April 2nd, WMT has lost roughly 11% of its value, wiping out nearly $37 billion in market capitalization. The panic spread swiftly to logistics. FedEx cut its full-year outlook, and FDX shares immediately evaporated by 11% in a single morning. The Dow Jones Transportation Index has slid more than 17% from its November peak. 3 weeks after the Liberation Day tariffs took hold, Brussels warned that 380 billion euros was at risk and threatened its own reprisals unless Washington de-escalates by July 9th. In Ottawa, Prime Minister Mark Carney declared that Canada would respond in kind. Mexico went further, warning that a new 25% levy could wipe out 400,000 jobs right on U.S. soil. The rumors that Walmart is shutting down 10 distribution centers and reporting a $25 billion loss aren't just an internal crisis for the retail giant. They're a sharp warning. When Reuters reported that Walmart was forced to raise prices across the board, American consumers ended up paying an extra 2 to 3% on their shopping bills every month. In the end, the haunting question remains: will President Trump relent on tariffs to save supply chains and himself? Or will he double down on this tariff war, dragging the U.S. into unprecedented losses? The prospect of lose-lose is even clearer now that the EU, Canada, and Mexico are all pushing for renegotiation. Stay tuned for the next turning point. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss any of our latest updates from Power League.